Okay. Got a different angle going today. Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Out. Wait for some of you guys to get on in here. We're doing some live haircuts from the crib. I'm at the house right now. So normally I'm facing this direction with my camera in front of me, but today we got it over here because I got my whole little setup. Got my clippers of choice, just in case they start acting weird. I got a couple of them. And then I also brought these just because I started using them again today. It's been a minute. What we got on there? What's going on, Mills? I'm doing some haircuts right here at the house. I'm about to hop on in just a second. I gotta cut my nephew's hair. My sister-in-law dropped him off over here so I can cut his hair. He doesn't live in the state, so he's just visiting for Christmas, and so he wanted a haircut from me. He didn't want to go to his mom's boyfriend's barber, so he's like, "No, I want Uncle Chris to cut my hair, so I'm gonna chop him up." My wife just twisted his hair, so he hasn't had any locks before, so he's starting that process out. What y'all think? Y'all like this angle? I feel like this is kind of like a different look. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a confessional. Hey man, I don't like those guys. Yeah, on those reality shows, they go in the booth. You know what I'm saying? They be set up like this. But yeah, appreciate the like, man. Y'all get those likes up so we can get some more folks in here. And yeah, I'm ready. If you guys are ready, I don't mind you asking questions while I'm cutting hair, but it's gonna be quick. I'm thinking about just going with my #1 purple guard closed against the grain. His hair is pretty curly. I might even go a little lower than that, and just give him like a mid ball fade or drop fade. It's the same kid that I did the Kevin Durant haircut. You know, the one it has like over 1 million views. So I'm gonna chop him up real quick before his mom picks him up. So let me call him into the room and we get started. Go. Y'all don't mind him, man. He's ugly, but you know, out. Shut the door behind you. We're gonna get him looking right. So yeah, any questions? Just let me know. I'll have him watching the monitor, so I can know exactly what you guys are talking about. Are you sitting up? All right, you put on the neck strip. You don't have to tie it. This is how we do the neck strip. Pull the neck strip like this. Hold on. So neck strip is out like this. See that? I'll pull it here. Put one side down first. Put the other side down like that. And then we pull this. So I'm still holding it with this hand. It's not tied. I pull this over here. See that? And I'm going to pull this side up. And I'm going to latch it here. And then the other side, I'm going to do the other thing. Pull it over. Latch it down. And then you flip it over. Flip it down. Let me see. I want you guys to see what I did and why I did it. And so we flip it down. The goal is to keep this thing from touching his skin. So you don't want to pass any like bacteria, anything like that along, because you will use these on different customers. So I just wanted to show you guys that. That's the proper way of putting on a neck strip. That's something you learn in barber school. So his hair is pretty long, even though it looks short. He hasn't had a cut in a while. So I'm gonna lift all this up, comb it out. And I won't be talking all the way, it won't be like a tutorial like on the channel normally, but I will just be, if anybody have any questions, then I don't mind answering them. And I'm going as high up as I can without pulling his hair that's in the locks. And I'm going to do the same thing with the clippers. I'm going to go all the way up to that line that's created and cut it all down. And I'm just combing this trash out. And I'll just get started on this side, just show you guys what I'm talking about. So first I'm going to see, because I'm not sure the exact length I want to cut it just yet. So I'm just going to see what his hair does with this length. All right, what do we got? In soda all day. What's going on? Oh, wow, thanks for all the information. No problem, man. Thank you for following. I hope that I can help. So as you see, my nephew's hair is super curly. So this is a one close, and it's still curly. So what I'll probably end up doing is, once I cut it down, I may even just go, and I'm just testing it out just to see what it looks like if I cut it with the grain. Because all of this is going to be faded out anyway, so that's why I don't care what it looks like. I can practice and see. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll cut it down with the Masters one with the grain against the grain, and then I'll cut it down. I'll smooth it out with the Masters open. And so as you guys know, against the grain will remove the most amount of hair. Cutting with the grain will blend it. So that's why I can take this guard off and cut it with the grain. And it's not like severely lowered. I just really want to lay some of these curls down. I'm going all the way up. And you don't have to worry. As long as that moving blade is not touching his hair up there, you won't cut it. So even if you see the teeth over the hair, it's not cutting anything because it's the moving blade is not touching it. Joski, what's going on? Say, you president ready. Welcome, welcome. So once I have enough, like I combed it out, so now I'm going to switch to the brush because it's shorter than a number 2. So like I said, everything is going to come off. All of this is coming off anyway, so I don't mind if that looks a little crazy, but I'm going to go back up to the top and cut it with the grain, no guard on, just to smooth it out a little more. So typically, if I have, like for my sons, their hair is not as curly, so I would use a metal 1.5 guard, like you guys saw in the video where I cut their hair in like 5 minutes. I would just use that, and then I take the guard off. Oh, I pick up these with no guard and just cut with the grain to do the same thing. But for his hair texture is much more curly, so I use that purple one. All right. Yeah. So what do you guys want to see? You want to see me use like my little combo clipper? Because a lot of times I'll go in with these first, and then I'll switch over to this clipper to finish the blend. Or I can just do everything with the masters if you guys want. But it won't be a whole lot of work because of the length that we took it down to. We need his haircut to last because he won't see me for when we be back in Texas.
Probably this summer.
So you want to do like a mid, or you want to, how you want it? No preference? You don't care?
Yeah, no preference.
You just wanted to cut off. All right. All right. So I'm going to just start off by putting my guideline. These are all the way closed, but I just got them, I got them worked on, and the guy, the way he set it back, it doesn't go all the way to the, let me see. Look, there you go. It doesn't go all the way over, but if you looked at it close, it is 0. So I'm just going to put his guideline from the bottom of this, I guess you can call it the vertical bar, and then just go all the way around. All right, that's that. A lot of times you can bald it out after that. Let's see what we got on there. I need to start using my cordless masters. They are in the drawer at the moment. Send them to me. I'll use them. You said you have the recent zero guard, and oh, you don't care for it? Yeah. Now a lot of people don't like that guard. Looking for the OG one, bro. I just dropped these the other day from like a short distance, maybe like 3 feet off the ground. Nothing was on it. Let me see. And look what happened, bro. It broke right in the middle, like crazy. For no reason. They didn't even have to break. So now I'm just going to ball this hair out. Of course, I'm going to stay below this line. Cut off his little sideburns. All right, so now he's bald. Switch to my newer masters. Hold on. There we go. So I'm just going to open them up. So you guys notice, I'm not going no higher than this right here. No higher than that right there. And that's all the way open. So now I'm going to take it halfway. And now I'm going to go in between that top line that I just put in there and the ball line. So I'm making sure I stay below here. Close a quarter of the way. Block his face. So now Remember, this is closed, so with these, I'm going to have to move it over just a little bit for the quarter mark. And I'm going to go at that initial guideline that I put in. And it's almost done. Close it up just a little more. See that? He can dang near leave out the shop like that. I wouldn't let him leave, but really, he almost can leave out of the shop just like that. I'm gonna put these on the zero guard on halfway. What I will say is for those of you who may be nervous about this missing tooth, because it's basically it's not gonna touch him, but so it'll still work. It's not gonna cut lower than anything else. And I'm just gonna go at this area right here. Yeah, he needed a haircut, and I needed to go live, so I'm like, okay, we'll kill two birds, one stone. So that's halfway open. That's about as much as it's gonna take out. So now I'm gonna close it just a little more. And I'm working at that line from when these were all the way open with no guard. I'm listening to it. I can hear that it's not cutting anything. So that means I'll close it a little bit more. Now they're all the way closed. And it's just, I barely hear anything because it's barely any difference in that length. So now I'm just gonna detail it a little bit, like right in this area down here. And I'm gonna go back with it. I'm gonna go quarter of the way open. Now, really, I don't have the best lighting in here for hair cutting. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the camera to see what you guys see. Try to see if come on, bro. Don't be licking your lips in here, man. See Jacobs, what's going on? So yeah, that's a really simple little fade right there. You know, it don't take much time. You can put as much detail as you want after you've done that much, you know. So now I just flipped it over. You guys remember I had it all the way open and I flipped it over and smoothed it out. So what I just did was closed it about a quarter of the way, and I'm going right below that. I'm not gonna go all the way up because that was what this was when we cleaned it up. So I'm just blending it in a little better. But really, like, this is better than any haircut he's gonna get back home in where you at?
Oregon.
In Oregon, yeah. Washougal or whatever. No, that's Washington. So yeah, that's that. So we'll spin them around. That looks good to me. Looks all right. Let me see. Do I see something maybe right in here? Close it halfway. All right, so now we'll go to the other side and we'll do the same thing over again. I'm probably going to have to readjust my camera. Let me see.
Kalia forgot to put back on the installation she was doing Chinese hair.
In here. Let's readjust his lights and stuff like this. All right. Give me just a second, guys. I don't like how this is looking. So I had to change it on my monitor. All right. All right. And we're going to do the same thing. So here's the after, well, I can't spin them. See, my chair in the barbershop, it just spins in place. This chair kind of like takes them all the way around. But you guys see what it looks like. So we're going to do this again. Let me zoom out some. So we're going to comb it out once again, making sure that we don't comb any of the hair. So we're going to take it all the way up to this little ridge up there. Did I bring any clips? No, I didn't bring any clips, so I'm just going to pull this up and comb out. Any questions or anything, guys? I don't mind answering, so just let me know if you have any questions about anything I'm doing. What's your motivation to keep doing live videos? There's only 10 people here, respectfully saying. Man, even if it was 2 of y'all, if it was one person, like I'd be doing these live videos. Let me see. Now I'm on what? So I'm gonna do these lives, even if it's one person, just because I'm committed to doing the live. So I'm doing Vlogmas, and I just I needed to cut his hair anyway. So even if it was nobody on here, I'd still be doing this right now. So thank you guys, all 15 of you that are here right now watching this live. If you have any questions, I don't mind answering the questions. So you see his hair texture is very curly. So we're going to comb this stuff out before we cut it down. Move your head this way a little bit. Now, I would have some music playing, but then I'll get like a copyright or something. Then they probably shut the live down and all that stuff. So you guys see it creates a line because all this hair is up in the twist. Sorry, buddy. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, Big J. That boy done changed his picture up. That wasn't your picture last year, Jay. Put some clothes on, man. Let's see. We're just gonna knock this off. Let me see if you guys can see. All right. Maybe we gotta turn a little bit more right there. You guys see that? And if you think I make it look easy, that's because it's easy, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Like, we're just cutting hair. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. So you see how his hair is still curly even though it's low. This is a one close. You have some customers, you'll cut them with a one close and they'll look almost bald. I'm going all the way up. See, this is the stuff you don't see in a tutorial. We cut all that stuff out. You know, cut all this stuff out. This is the boring part. Bring it. Alright, so now that we got all the long stuff off, now we'll grab the brush again, put the comb up, and brush this stuff down so we can see what's hair and what's not. What's still attached to his head and what's not. I feel like this light is in my way. Sorry guys, my home studio is not designed for cutting hair in, so this is pretty inconvenient to say the least. Let me raise up my light real quick. Give me just a second. Trying to give you guys a good angle where I'm not blocking you or the light. Okay. How's that look? You guys can see everything good? No, I don't have the premium guards. I just have the regular purple Andis guards. So, we're going to open it up all the way. And we're going to go with the grain. I'm not getting any hair. I'm not getting any money for this haircut. This is my nephew, so this is his Christmas gift. So with the grain, it's going to blend it in. I'm just smoothing the hair out. I'm not removing too much length. It's just smoothing it out from that one close. So CJ asked, or C Jacobs asked, is it better to have a comb or a brush during this type of cut? So since it's a short length, I'm gonna use a brush instead of a comb. So this is if it was like a 2 or longer, then I typically switch over to a comb. But for something like this, I'm just gonna use a brush. All right, so now we're gonna close it all the way up. Remember my guideline on the other side? I like to use what I call reference points. So my reference point for where I put the guideline on the other side was the bottom of his C cup. Or not the bottom of the C cup, the bottom of the vertical bar. So right here, and I'm gonna go all the way around and match it to this side, over here. So close. And what I did was I kept my hand pretty much in the same place, but I spun the chair so that way I know that I'm not like crooked or anything like that. I just kept my hand moving like this, and I use my chair to navigate him around. So my left hand is moving him, this hand is putting the guideline in. So once I do that, then we'll ball it out, same exact steps as before. Trying to keep my shoulder out the camera. All right, balled it out. These are the Stylecraft sabers. And the steps again is going to be all the way open to about up here, and then halfway, quarter, close. All right. Open. I'm using my chair to spin them, same way I put the guideline in. So now I'm going to go all the way around. Since I've already done this side, I'm connecting that side. And one thing that I like to do, so let's just say I was in a barbershop setting, right? And you guys are in the process of trying to build your clientele. Well, you see how I cut one side first, right? I've already cut this side, and now I've come to here. Like in my suite, I don't cut hair like that. I'll just go all the way around. When I set the first guideline, I'm using that guideline going all the way around. Then my next section, I'm gonna go all the way around. Sometimes, most of the time, I'll say most times I do that. But to be intentional inside of the barbershop, people don't know if you can cut hair or not. They don't know if you're good. So if you want them to say, okay, this guy, he's good. I already see part of his work. I know this guy can do a good fade because he's already done that side. And they're going to be watching you as you cut hair. No, these aren't the cocoa trimmers. Sabers from Stylecraft. They hit. These do hit, but they just don't hit better than than this right here. And this is the original gold blade off of the first pair that came out. But I put it onto this one because this blade is just perfect. I don't know why they can't duplicate it, but this is better than this for me. But I've seen others who, I don't like to compare anybody else's trimmers to these because these are like the unicorn. Like these just work perfectly. All right, so we put it in all the way open, right? All the way around, all the way open. So next thing we do, halfway, and we're going to stay below that. Can you guys see that? The dark area up there? We're going to stay below this section. So I'm really going to be aiming at like right below it in here. Halfway. I'm going to just take it all the way into this side. Even though it's already done, I just want to make sure that it looks the same going all the way around because I did do it at separate times. So I like to pass through, pass back, and now we can close it quarter of the way. And we're working at that bottom line. All right. So now we're gonna put this guard on halfway, and I know I'm gonna have to come back and detail a little bit more, but just to get through the steps, I'm put this on halfway. And now I'm going at the line from when these were open, when I had it right here. So I'm going above that in this area. So I'm brushing it down because as you can see, if I'm rubbing this, his hair is going to roll up. You see how it's rolling up on him? So that's why we brush it down to lay the hair back into its natural position. So you can see, okay, that doesn't really need to be faded as much as I thought it did. Or, oh, I need to do a little bit more work in this area. Once I brushed it down, I saw what I may have missed. So now they're closed. I'm going to open it up a little bit more because I'm going to go higher up. And I'm just using this hand, once again, to move my chair. And I don't have to take my clippers off his head. So now I still see something in here. Now I'm in detail. Pop this off, open them back up. I can hear that it's not really cutting much. So now I'm going to close it quarter of the way. I'll slow it down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I just got the clippers flat against his head like that. It's going to fade because this is a taper blade. Let's see. It's a taper blade. So if I just hold it flat, you see how it's coming off the head automatically? If I do this, now it's not fading, but if I just by doing this motion up and down, the hair is going to get knocked off. So it's fading for you. So that's the benefit of a taper blade versus a fade blade. The fade blade is going to be flat all the way, or a surgical blade. No, I didn't. I didn't put the Fade Master blade on there. So now, like I did earlier, on the other side, I'm gonna close it up quarter way and cut with the grain, just to blend that in a little more. I'm not going all the way up. I'm just working in this area right here. I'll still see something down here, so I'm going to close them because this is where my guideline was. And so as I'm cutting his hair, I'm looking all over. I'm looking all over this haircut. I'm just looking for anything that stands out, any like dark spots or anything like that. And sometimes, man, honestly, you get Like, remember how easily the other side just blended in? I didn't have to do all of that. I didn't have to do as much detailing on the other side as I did on this side. And it just happens like that sometimes. So if you notice, I'm higher up with no guard on. Remember, I was doing the zero purple zero guard up in here. The difference is I'm not holding it flat. Now I'm holding it off of his head. So I'm holding it like this, and it gives me a longer length. So I won't create any more like guidelines or anything like that. Or you can do it with using the corner. So now, like I said, I'm connecting both sides. I just want to make sure that it's a smooth transition all the way around. I don't want one side to look different than the other. Yeah, man. That's the only thing about zooming in with these. Like if something comes in ahead of it, then yeah, it does that. All right, on this edge up, I'm not going to do the same thing. Cut it against the grain. I'm just going to lay it down, so I can just brush it out. Just because it's not that long of a length. I mean, it's not like it's all down here, like on the sides. And I'm just going to use my no guard with the grain. To cut it down. Once again, I'm going all the way up to that line and taking it down. Actually, what I'll do is I'll turn off my auto, the little zoom in, my manual. I'll turn on manual focus, and it shouldn't, because I shouldn't have to turn him too much. So it shouldn't zoom in or out. So y'all see how I had to turn his head? You'll have customers in the chair in the shop like that. So what he's doing, he's looking over here at my computer screen, looking at himself. And honestly, this stuff happens in the shop. Like a person will be trying to look at themselves in the mirror, and you got to turn their head, or else they'll be just trying to look at themselves, and they're in the way.
I was looking at the comments.
Are you looking at the comments? All right, let's see. Comments. Great clipper manipulation. Thank you, Big J. I think that's my biggest issue. I can never match the size good. Oh, you can't match the size good. It's kind of frustrating. And then you said, Paige says, let me apprentice under you. I don't even think Texas has an apprenticeship. You have to go to school in Texas. But this right here is an apprenticeship, man. You know? And then when you come on and I critique your haircuts, it's like you my apprentice. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. Give me a second. Did I unplug it? Hold on, I think my camera got unplugged because the screen is off. Technical difficulties. Did it? I don't think it overheated. Turn this one? Yeah. All right, we back. All right, what they talking about? Yeah, man, Texas is rough, bro. They want their money. The next time I do critiques is whenever you Instagram me or DM me your pictures or videos. We can do it tomorrow if you want. Nah. No, so I have I use the cord. It's like a dummy battery pack. So I don't use the actual battery. So my camera is charged by an AC adapter right now. All right, so we got his hair laying down, and now we can edge it up. I'm not gonna apply any like holding spray or anything like that. We're just gonna go in. That's what happens when you use a brush with longer hair. It gets stuck in there, so that's why typically I use a comb when I'm doing longer hair. All right, so we're gonna look at his edge up. So y'all see how it's like, it's not as strong here, it's not as strong there. Kind of, if you look at the darkness, it's kind of a little wavy. So we're just gonna make it look good. Even in this side, he's just naturally, his hairline, this has been his hairline since he was like a baby, I promise you. His hairline is like much fuller up here than on this side. So, no holding spray because I don't need it. That's why I said, bro, I got the master trimmers, bro. Like, you don't need holding spray. So let's see. So it is hair here, but it's just very fine hair. So you should start to see it as and I'll zoom in some. As I edge it up, you should start to see it. Let's lower, hold this. Yeah. I'm gonna raise my camera up some more. So a lot of you guys would probably, if you were to edge them up, you'd probably follow that darkness up into, so you see how it looks dark and it goes up here versus just staying out here. You don't want to follow his edge up into there. He's gonna be mad by the time you're done. When he look in the mirror, so you see how it looks. It looks like it's just a little weaker, and it's just always been like that. Everybody doesn't have a perfect edge up. All right, so I'm just gonna take it, and once I do this, you're gonna see that there is hair there. Do you see how you can see a line now? But if I followed it how it really looks, it would be like that. I'd be taking off a bunch of hair. And it stands out. Once you put that edge on there, it starts to stand out more. See that? Before it just looked very light. All right, what are you guys talking about? Let's see. Uh, let's see. FX3s. What type of babyless trimmer is that? Did you prep his skin earlier? No. So if you see like something's on his skin, my wife just twisted his hair. So that's a little product from whatever the cream that she put on to do this. She did this to his hair. And so one thing, like once you start throwing a line on stuff, things start to pop out. So I can see that I need to go back and clean this up some more. Plus, looking at it from different angles, I can just see it better from here. Now that I'm looking at them, I can see this that I need to detail out more. Versus when I was on the other side, looking from this angle, you see how you can't see it? It looks fine. But then when I look from here, I can see it. So I'll go back and clean that up too. So what I did was just stayed out in front of this, but this side dips down lower, so I'm going to have to bring this side up some. So that's the trickiness of his edge up. You gotta look at me. He keeps wanting to look at the camera.
And now I'm looking at the comments. That's what I'm smiling.
Oh, what did it say?
It was like, oh, he's so lucky to have a talented uncle.
Uh-huh. We try to take him, man, and adopt him, but his mama and daddy won't give him up. Ah, bro, I don't know why it's shutting off. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps shutting off. Any questions? Let's see. He said if you come to DC, he gonna need a cut. All right. So now that we done put the edge on there, like I said, I see. Let me turn this autofocus back on. And let's raise him up. Bruh. So now I'm just going to clean this up. Look at him from this angle, turn it. All right, that looks better to me. There you guys have it. This is my nephew. Like I say, he's still ugly, but you doing something with the mustache? Cut it off? Line it up? All right, guys. So this is, let me see if I can zoom out. Move this light out the way.
So what was it? Dry fit she was talking about?
Nothing. She just washed her hair. All right, guys. So I hope y'all learned something. Nephew kind of clean. My wife did a good job on these twists. My wife is a licensed cosmetologist as well. She does her friends and family though. So that's the product that was on your head from what she put on you. All right, so once you take this off, you always want to clean up these little hairs, especially like for a lot of my white customers, the hairs will be so fine. It's what you call vellus hair. So it's hair that grows that's not really dark like this. Just those little, you can call it peach fuzz. So you take this off and then you just clean up the neck. Bruh, I don't know what's going on. I think my cord might be tripping or something. This is ghetto. If anybody asks, none of this ever happened. All right, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. So here we go. This is how you stretch out a 15-minute haircut into 59 minutes. So yeah, I'm just getting all the little hairs. I can't really see them, but they're there. I know they're there. If I was in my shop, I'd have better lighting and I'd be able to see exactly where they're at. So I'm just following where I know they grow. Typically, I'll go as low as somebody's neckline, like lean forward. So if a person's shirt comes down like this, then I'm going to clean all that up, especially if they have a hairy back. And sometimes I'll just pull it down and do it, but he don't got hair on his back like that. But that's just something I do for my customers, just to make sure they're well groomed. Especially a lot of them are business owners, or just higher up employees, just things like that. So when a person's wearing a shirt, collar shirt, like you don't want to see that sticking out of the back of your shirt. So that's why I do that. You can go get some antiseptic from downstairs from your auntie, and yeah. So my wife is gonna clean them up, put some astringent on them. I don't have any up here. So, all right, that's the haircut, guys. 1 hour. He swear you look good.
I do look good.
He swear you look good,
I
man.
look fine.
So yeah, if y'all want, I'll do another haircut. Let me know. What do y'all want me to do another haircut? Cause my sons, I got something on this lens. Both of my sons, I'm gonna cut their hair next. So if y'all want to, I could just do it without talking, and I can do it quickly, just to show you like typically in a shop situation. Well, not even a shop situation, because I cut their hair faster than I cut people in the shop. But if y'all want, I can just do one of their haircuts. I can do both, or you can watch the video where I cut both of their hair in like 5 minutes or something like that. I think it was 7 minutes or 8 minutes. No, yeah, it was the 5 minute haircut challenge, and I did both of them. So let me know what y'all want to do. What y'all want to do? Let's see how quick you can do it. I will say I don't have my detachable 1.5 with me because I love just to knock that down with both. But I can do it real quick. Let's see. I'll get my oldest to come in here. Let me clean up. Make sure you guys got this. Oh, my bad. I'm promoting for Andis right now for some reason. Andis, I need some money. So, yeah. So, one thing I noticed, I'll say this as well. I know people in the shop, they'll just do like this and clean it like that. And they feel like they're done. This is the part that rubs on people's heads. Ah! Okay, so change of plans. Let me change to my other camera. Hold on. I'm switching to camera 2. All right, camera 2's over here. So I will have to fix this lighting because it looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay, but like I was saying, yeah, people would just spray this part of the. Oh, that's why. I think the internal temp, because it's hot in here. My wife got the heat blasting. But they'll just spray here. This part touches the head. You got to clean this. And one thing I'll even do is I'll spray down here as well, especially on my trimmers. Why? Because there's times where, let's just say I'm doing someone's beard, and you're lining up inside here, down here. This thing will, like, people's lips touch this. You know what I'm saying? So if you do a couple guys' beards in a row, you done sprayed your blade and cleaned your blade, but now they done basically kissed because you never cleaned the front. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. I spray the front, spray both sides of the blades, just to make sure that we're being sanitary and not passing anything on. Even if you at the house cutting your kids or your nephews, it don't matter. You want to make sure that you clean this stuff good. And it's just good, a safe practice that you can do. That way you don't never get caught slipping. Even though I knew I was coming home to cut my son's hair and my nephew, I still bought a bunch of brushes. I know professional barbers that only have 1 to 2 brushes, and they're cutting hair all day long. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? This filthy brush was just on the last 10 people that you did. These need some oil. Did y'all hear it get louder? That's when I know my stuff needs oil, because it's getting louder because it's getting lubricated. And I don't have any at the house with me. Yeah, if y'all gotta go to sleep, man, go to sleep. It's late. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta work tomorrow myself, but I'm not tripping. It'll be quick. If anybody wants to do this, stick around. Hey, Chris! That's my dad, yeah. Same thing with the guards. Brush these joints off. I love being in the barber shop because I have a cordless. I have a air compressor, and I just blow everything off, blow all the hair off. Both sides of your guards. Give me just.
Did you say my name?
Yeah, you ready?
Sure.
All right, come on. Okay. So let me change this lighting. Let's see. So we're gonna have to cut your hair from this angle, which means here, sit down real quick. All right, so we need more light on this side. Give me just a sec.
Clifford, what are you doing?
Kaden, shut the door. Stand up. Okay. Stand up one more time. It's another guy with a funny looking edge up. Goes up, dark part. So yeah, we're gonna get him hooked up. All right. So same thing as before. We're gonna put this on without it touching his skin. If you put it like this, already you're in the wrong. So you want to leave this down without touching his skin. Then you grab the neck strip here, turn it. Let's see. All right, so you want to take it here, left, and you pull the other side over here. And I hold that finger, and I pull this to the neck, pull it over, pull this side up, latch it on this side, bring this side around, latch it on there, and then you flip this down. We're going to pull this ponytail up. What's going on, Nate? So that's not my computer doing that. It's not my camera doing that. It must be the computer. I don't know what's going on with this computer. Just a sec. Yeah, Nate, we've been on for a good little minute.
Nathan be joining.
No, it's not Nathan. One of my guys on here. Hold on. Just a sec. I don't know why this is doing this. It normally doesn't. Oh, plug something? Off, on. I'm troubleshooting, guys. Forgive me. All right, well, if I can't get this thing up in 20 seconds, then it might be it for the live. Oh, let me try this camera again. Might have to switch back to this other camera. Why is this doing this? Yeah, the first one will. Oh, here we go. Let's see. All right, so we might switch back sides again. That's what we'll do. All right, stand up. Stand up. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll do this real quick. Just use this side before it overheat. All right, go ahead.
Somebody asked a question.
You got a question? Yeah, I don't think I'll post this haircut. It's already a video of how I do it, so I won't be posting it. So I'm just knocking it out real quick. I'll even just grab my brush. Because his hair, it's a different texture than my nephew's hair, so his is, it just lays down smoother. I had to use a comb for my nephew's because he hadn't even had a haircut in a long time. So, all right. Like I said, I'm not going to talk through this one. I'm just going to cut it real quick, and then we'll call it a night. When we cut your hair last? He had a haircut for Thanksgiving, so that's that was his last haircut.
I think it said, does any of your kids trying to be cutting hair?
Huh?
I think it said, does any of your kids trying to be cutting hair?
Do you want to cut hair?
I mean, yeah.
Do any He said he wants to. My oldest right here, he wants to cut hair. I don't, not for a living, but I think he just wants to learn how to do it, just to have a skill. And that's what I told him, just so he can know how to do it. Even if he goes off to college, you know, he could be the guy on campus cutting everybody's hair. You know. told you, bro. If you guys see like this right here, this is my bad. This is what you call Mongolian mark. So this is not like that's not hair. So when you see it looks kind of dark in there, and even like in here, that's actually his head. Everybody wants to look at themselves over in the in the computer. Chris, I'm about to watch a movie with my brother. Have a good night. Hey, have a good night, man. Merry Christmas, bro. And enjoy that movie, man. So I'm actually gonna take his front line up just a little lower. Say good night.
Good night.
So instead of closing the one going with the grain on his edge, I got it about halfway with the zero guard. So I want to leave it darker. I didn't want it the same exact length as the sides, just so his edge can stand out a little better. Whenever hair drops on my customer nose, I like to take it off. Okay, King Stroud reacts. He said check him out for some funny haircut reaction. I'm about to check out your page, bro. Hey, is it Stroud? How you say that? King reacts. Hit me up on Instagram and send me your link. It's under Desktop Barbershop. so that way I'll react to your channel, bro. Just send me that because I probably will forget. So just send me your page or something on Instagram. DM me. I'll react to your reactions. Also, let's take a quick commercial break. What's going on, guys? I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is Dead Stock Barbershop. If this is your first time here, man, we do barbering content for the rest of this month, or maybe up until Christmas, so we got 2 days left. I'm going to be live, and then there will be more live videos after this, but we just cutting hair right now. We talk barbering, mentality, professionalism, everything that's helped me grow a career I've been cutting hair for 20 plus years. I was 15 when I started. Now I'm 36 and I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of money doing this. And I just want to help you guys grow and be able to up your game. If you want to learn anything, like I'm teaching everything. Whatever I know, ask any questions and I got you guys. So let's get back. That was a quick commercial break. Okay, dope, bro. Appreciate you jumping on here, man. Yeah, man, I don't mind showing love, bro. If y'all hop on here and you got something you want to share, like I do haircut critiques. Like if it's you got some stuff you want me to look over, like bro, I don't mind doing it. All right, this is a great example of what can happen if you go too high. Look. So what I do, I didn't cut his hair, but the teeth on my clippers, the teeth on my guard went up just too high. So that's what I do. I take the clipper off so the customer isn't like, dang, this dude about to cut my hair. And then you just untangle it. Look this way. I can't see. So, you see? His hair doesn't get cut, and you can get back to business. He's laughing because my sister just jumped on. I think that's Nathan, Playboy Icy.
No, the one above that.
I know. Playboy Icy says, Chris, why you looking in the camera? That's Nathan.
And then I think the one behind, above that.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, he's got a funny edge up. He's also got like, if you can see, it's probably kind of hard to see from this angle, but his head dips in like right in here. And anytime, like even my brother-in-law is the same way. He has like some pretty strong indentations like right along here. And what I noticed is even if you make a straight line across, then it might look like it's not as straight in that area. I think if you put a straight line there, it looks like it curves. What is it? Y'all will see. Maybe, maybe not. But I think it'll look like it's not as straight if you put a straight line right there. So sometimes, like on my brother-in-law, like in that area, I'll kind of round it just in that area where his head dips in, and it makes it look straight. I don't really have to do it as much on him, but I was just letting you guys know, like, right in those areas for him is good. Stop looking over there. That's like your sensitive spot. Yeah, if you guys want to see me cut his hair in like 5 minutes, I posted a video on my channel. Must have been like earlier in the year or something like that. I did him and my youngest hair. 5-minute haircuts. My guy, Consultation Barber, he had a challenge. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for his haircut. It was the same, almost the same steps as on the other haircut, except for this is more of a kind of like a mid drop, keeping the C cups. So doing your mustache, anything? All right, so this is the cut. That took all of maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. I don't know. I wasn't really checking, but let's see. Do see a little something right there, and that's the benefit. If you cut hair fast, like I can just go in and detail more. And that's just a real quick haircut. Get them in, get them out. He don't like sitting. This was my test dummy for all the years where I was cutting hair before I got my license. So he spent plenty of time in the seat. So now he don't like a haircut that's too long, and that's it. So same thing. Clean up the neckline. This is where I usually look behind the ear, make sure I didn't leave anything. Same thing over here. Nope. Since I don't got my compressor, I have to brush it off. But I can see his little fine neck hairs. So clean those off. 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 Clean those o even up under the ear. Some people, their hair will grow like this. So I just knock all that stuff off, man. And that is it. Sit them on downstairs so you can get some astringent from my wife. And that's that. So that's a quick haircut. I got one more to do. If y'all want to stick around, I could. Both of my sons, they wear that same style. So if y'all want to see that one, I could do it too. But any questions? Anybody got any questions for me? Let me rep my city. You know what I'm saying? I understand Dallas is it's like upside down and backwards, but that's on purpose. It's on purpose. Any questions? How long does it take for you guys to do a haircut like that? Just think, you're not cutting no hair down on top. The only place that I really try to be careful, like I said, is going around where the locks are. But as long as you're paying attention to where the moving blade is, you don't have anything to worry about. But if you take that moving blade up into where the hair is, then you're going to cut their hair, and they're going to cut you. Oh, man. But yeah, this has been good, man. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'll probably bring my setup, not everything, but just maybe like my laptop, and my camera into my suite and just show you guys like what it looks like in the shop when I'm doing this. Typically, I'm not cutting that fast unless somebody's like, "Hey, man, is there any way you can get me out a little faster?" Or if I'm maybe running behind a little bit because traffic, anything can happen. So that's when I'll pick it up just so I'm not behind, because all my appointments, like I don't take breaks and there aren't gaps in my schedule, so it goes pretty quick. You can put it on.
Okay,
You know
so
what to do.
like here, like my edge up here.
Yes, you know what to do. Call for Caden.
Okay. Katie.
Give him a hair tie. I don't have any. Let's see. Questions. Wavy Cut says, is it me or do your masters sound super quiet on video? Mine sound like lawnmowers. Okay, so I got two. These are my newer ones. I don't even know where. Let's see. I think the sound is coming from here. So these are my newer ones. Here are my old ones. So they're not super loud, but this one is definitely, hey, where you going? Get a hair tie. Get a hair tie and come back. Hurry up. Everybody's waiting on you. Hurry up. So yes. These are, I feel like the motor might be dying. And I'm gonna send these back because the battery doesn't last as long anymore. So yeah, time to clean this stuff up. Get ready for the next customer. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me today. C. Jacob says, what's the trickiest hair texture to fade? Well, when it comes to fading hair textures, bro, honestly, it's gonna be about the same. I feel like the difference comes in when you're talking about like with Asian hair, right? Asian hair tends to, if you cut it too short, it's gonna sprout out. Like, let's just say they're wearing like a comb over. If you cut it too short in this area in here, it's not gonna lay down. I don't care how much product they do put on, it's gonna be straight. And so if you don't understand that, then it's a strong possibility that you're gonna have some upset customers, and that's why I get a lot of satisfied Asian customers, because I'm aware of that, and so I'm intentional when I'm cutting their hair to make sure that I don't cut it too short in those areas, and just to kind of listen to people's complaints. You know, the thing is, like the reason you go to YouTube is because you need a problem solved. I need to learn how to do something. I want to do something. Can you assist me? And it's no different from a customer coming into your shop. They have a problem, and if you can solve that problem, you got a customer for life. So if that problem is people don't listen to me when I tell them what I want, they just do what they want to do. Well, I'm gonna listen to what you say, and I'm gonna do just that. And now I got a customer for life. Or if it's like, they take my fade up too high, or whatever the case may be, like you just want to listen, solve that problem, and people are loyal. You know, it's even if they like go somewhere else, like you're busy, like most time they're gonna come back to you. So I don't have a problem even recommending people to my customers to other barbers if I'm busy. Most time they just come right back anyway, and that's what relationship does. Like relationship takes you a long way in a barbershop. Kaden, a long way. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me read what y'all saying. How do you trim a long curly top? Long curly hair, you don't wet it. You do not wet really curly hair. You're gonna cut it dry. And come here, come stand in front of me. So I cut curly hair dry because if you wet it, it's gonna look one way, and then let's just say when you pull it and it's wet and it's straight, and you pull it out like this, right? You're gonna cut it, and then it's gonna shrink back down, and they're gonna be like, it's too short. Same thing with like bangs in the front. It's that same kind of theory. Like it's going to curl. There's a curl point. So if you cut that thing short, and it's gonna bunch down on a person once it's dry, and they're gonna hate you. So you always cut curly hair, and I think you're talking about like white people, Hispanic people, curly hair. Yeah, you're gonna always cut that dry. Do not cut it while it's wet. Next question says, Brother Josh, what's going on? What's going on? I saw you cut with the Babyliss and the Andis Master both open with no guard. Do they blend different? Yes, they are different lengths. So if you take the Masters and the Master, no, I'll trade Masters. So this Master closed and this clipper closed behind my face. If I go halfway, 1, 2, halfway, 1, 2, I'm in the middle, right? Then let's go a quarter. Let's go a quarter. Let's go open. Let's go open. Now I still had a whole nother range. You see that? So I had a longer length that I could open, a longer range from close to open than this one closed to open. So with this one open, to me it's a little bit closer to like 3. It's almost like almost like the 4th quarter mark, something like that. So just by knowing that's I'll just whatever this means. I don't know why I did that. I'll just cut it to the hair, like going over that area. I can blend in. So like I usually don't use a Babyliss or Babyliss or wall half guard. I'll just use this with no guard, all the way open, and I'll fade it out. Okay, so talking about black people curly hair. I have long curly hair that I would like to trim, but I have no idea. Okay, definitely. Honestly, it's the same. It's gonna be the same thing. So like I would have to see the length of your hair and a picture of what you're going for before I give you a definite answer of how I would attack it. So let me finish cleaning this stuff off, and we're gonna knock little man's hair out.
Little man.
The little guy, the little feller. All right, come on up.
Little Caden.
All right, so let's see. Yeah.
I think I'm a little too short.
Let's see.
I can read the comments for you.
Okay, cool. Any other questions before we get rolling on this one? Yeah, Beyonder, send me, like I told the other guy, just send me a DM on Instagram to Deadstock Barbershop or to my name, Christopher Manyweather. I have two. One of them is for my barbershop, so you can send it to Christopher.Manyweather. And ooh, my light almost fell. And I'll look at your hair, man, and I'll give you some suggestions. I definitely don't mind doing that. Let's lower the camera some for the baby boy.
Baby boy. I'm 9.
For the 9-year-old. All right, last neck strip. I brought the perfect amount. Same thing. So I'll show you guys again. Here, 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 here. Strap. Plow. Here. Strap. Bam. And then I typically look up. Fold it over. His ain't folded too well, but that ain't why we here. That was just bonus. All right, so look at his edge. He's always been light in here. So you see how it's like dark, and it's dark all around, but his corners, even as a baby boy, he's just always been light in the corners. Another question. All right, here we go. So when it comes to new clients, what's the one thing you look for? I'm looking for multiple. Here, stand up. Let me sit down real quick. So when it comes to new clients, let me lean back so you can see me. So when it comes to new clients, I'm looking for multiple things. I'm looking for, I'm asking questions. It's a consultation, so I'm asking lots of questions. First of all, I need to know what you want. If you can tell me, great. If you can't, show me pictures. Give me pictures of what you want. So from there, I'll ask, how long has it been since your last haircut? And they'll let me know, okay, it's been about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And the reason I ask that question is not just being nosy. It just lets me know that if you told me that you want a number 2 guard all over, and that's what you say that's what you normally get, and I look at your hair, and it's like a number 7 all over, and you're telling me it's only been 3 weeks, I know your hair hasn't grown that fast. So either your hair grows super fast and possibly fast, or you're telling me the wrong number. You know, it's not a number 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to just be like, oh, you said number 2? Boom, it's gone. Now they're like, bro, oh my goodness. And it's not their fault. It's my fault because I wasn't patient enough to decipher this misinformation that they were giving me. So, temperature too high. Hold on. We might be done for the night, guys. Let me see. Slide over. Hold on just a second. My camera keeps shutting off because it's hot in this house.
Yeah, I was like, why is it so hot in here?
Open the door. It is super hot. So my camera's overheating because it's hot in here. Our pipes are frozen upstairs in my son's restroom, so we're like trying to warm the house up. It's like 11 degrees in Texas right now. Okay, so let's see. Let me change this camera.
Dad, this been going on for an hour and 53 minutes.
Yeah, that's why the camera's getting hot.
That's a long time.
Okay, guys. Let me see.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna have to cut this one short. I'm not gonna show his haircut because I've been streaming so long that my camera battery is getting hot, and it does this little safety thing where it just will shut off, and as well as it's hot in my house, which is making it it's hot in this room, so that makes it overheat as well. But
Can you bring a fan in here?
no, that's cool. And I don't know why my other camera. Hold on. I don't know why my other camera ain't doing what it's supposed to do. Let me switch plugs. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But what up, Rusty, man? We've been cutting hair for like 2 hours, bro. For like 2 hours we've been cutting hair. Really, the first hour was was me cutting my nephew's hair and breaking it down like a live action tutorial. And then the next one, it was like 20 something minutes of me cutting my son's hair. Now I'm about to cut my youngest hair. But my camera keeps overheating. So let's see. I don't know if it's going to shut off again, but let's just see if we can beat it. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to cut hair super fast. You ready for the challenge?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So we're going to try to get it in. Come on, come on, come on. Or actually, hey, open the door. Open the door.
Yeah.
So just stay cool.
Why'd you close the door?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. Okay, so let's try this.
Supersonic mode.
Supersonic mode. If I had my detachable clippers, well, I'll bang this joint out so quick.
Why you did do that fast? Someone said a YouTube barber. Hey.
Yes, Rusty. My guy Rusty has a YouTube channel as well. Oh, it's all good, bro. Hey, we all working folks, man. Got lives and all that stuff, man. I'm not tripping. I just appreciate you ever jumping on, man, because you don't got to. And that's his head. You got to dip in there. So you see how it looks normal from this angle, and then you drop it down, and it looks like it's. Turn it. Don't look at the TV. I'm at the screen. But if you look like this, you can see that's his head shape.
I don't want to hit too loud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, Rusty.
For what time?
Bruh. Oh, it shut off? You just shut off on me? All right.
Are you putting this on YouTube?
I'm streaming on YouTube. You see, I'm just holding the hair so I don't cut it. Guys, I see the little thermometer sign on my camera, so it's going to shut off again. So in the process of switching to my masters, I'm detailing because I'm working back down. So I set the next guideline, right? And then I just start to close it and fade down and go lower and lower while closing my clippers more and more, merging the two different lengths from the two different clippers. I lay down. Let's see.
Have we went off yet?
No. Try. Yeah, Rusty, I'm definitely ready for Christmas, man. We're gonna get out and serve some of the underprivileged in our society, man. Gonna take the kids out. We're gonna go give back. Go try to feed the homeless and give out some gifts, some backpacks and stuff with some different toiletries and socks and sandwiches and yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. We've never done anything like this, so I'm excited, man. Show some love to the less fortunate, man. Started making this season all about us and what we can get. Share the love of Christ with the world, with nothing and no expectations on a return on this investment, man. Just investing in people's lives. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're not even gonna do gifts for each other. We've been reading the Bible as a family every night we're almost done, and we're doing a yearly plan.
357 days.
So yeah, today is day 357, and we're almost done with the whole entire Bible. So yeah, we're not gonna do any gifts. Yeah, I think that's what the kids' gift will be. I'll tell y'all after Christmas. What y'all think? Looking pretty good? Looks good to me. It looks good enough. Let's see. I know it's hot. Like I say in my videos, I like to stretch this area back here because, as you guys know, you can do a drop fade or something, and it just looks so dark because of the occipital bone right here. So this usually protrudes out, and it'll have that area looking really dark if you don't stretch that fade. And so I like to do stretch fades. The way you do your stretch fades is by making bigger guidelines. So you guys know I was staying pretty much in this area, but then when I got back here, I started taking the clippers up higher to stretch that blend, stretch it out. That's that. Hey, Rusty said it looks awesome, man. Yeah, David, man, it's good, man. It's good to be back, bro. I never stopped cutting. I probably, when it comes to cutting hair, I'm always cutting hair. But you know, posting it on YouTube is a whole nother thing. Like I'm super busy every day, man. I do 9 to 5, and I don't sit down. I don't take lunch breaks. All the appointments are back to back. Yes, sir.
I think can you give me a design? Like the one on my, like the line on my head that you did?
Oh man, this boy want a design, y'all. What kind of design?
The one that you did on my head, it went like the line thing.
Was it like a squiggly line, or what kind of
Like
line?
the thing that you did before.
Kaden, you've had a lot of designs before. I don't know what that means. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I remember the day that you said if I give you 2 of those, it looks like you're wearing a helmet. Remember that day? It was like, I think it was like a line, then it went up, then it went down.
Oh, it was like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he wants a line on the side of his head.
And it goes like up, then it goes on line again.
Okay. Go ahead. You can't watch the screen.
Oh, then you're just putting it on my face.
All right, I see the temperature sign again. I'm going to turn it off on purpose, and then I'll turn it back on. All right. I think that might have did the trick. I don't know. So since his corners are light, I just went ahead and just took it all down, like kind of the same length. But you can kind of see where you can just almost see through it in comparison to like this area or this area. It's just really light in there. So I just try to stay outside of that area. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's definitely a blessing, bro. But this way. your eyes closed?
That's not interesting.
All right, so y'all see that? That's my design, not you. You can't look. They can't see if you're looking. So that's my design. So all I'm gonna do is just make that line wider, more prominent. So I just hit the top line. Now I'm gonna widen the bottom part out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever use your green screen?
No.
Yeah.
I just don't. Yeah, the old fables right here. That boy David knows. So you got the top line and the bottom line. Yeah, they said you fresh for Christmas, man.
So how many days until it's Christmas?
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
I thought December 31st was Christmas.
25th. 31st, that's New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
I knew I couldn't say that.
Open them saying nice thing.
Yeah.
He said thank you, Rusty. You put on part on your eyebrow?
Yeah.
This side?
Yeah.
So you see how, if you look, he's got some faint hairs down here, but it's real light. So I'm just gonna bring it just like this. So I'm not gonna go all the way up in there. Yeah, I have to see. Now we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. These joints don't even need no hairspray, man. I told the dude from Babyliss, I'm like, bro, I'll send you this blade back so y'all can make all your blades like this, because apparently y'all forgot what y'all was doing. What's on?
Dad.
Yeah.
Have I ever fallen asleep and you're cutting my hair?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Happened to someone?
Yeah, people fall asleep all the time. Look at me. All right, guys, that's the cut. Little man ready. Submit. Quick little fade. Do a little part in there. Clean little. So if you look, like from this angle, you see it's still faint, but from the side, it kind of looks a little darker, but it's just his hair texture, his hair, what his hair does. So yeah, that's it. I cut their hair pretty quick. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Let's see, what time is it? So that was what?
You said quick.
Like, yeah, okay, that wasn't super quick. That was like 25 minutes right there. But normally I cut his hair faster than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you did a part though.
I can't believe all three of us took that long.
Yeah, I know. They used to just getting in and getting out. They do not like sitting.
Yeah, I'm standing up.
Oh, when I. Okay, so let's see. All right, guys. This is the cut. We are all done. So, y'all know what it is. This is Christopher Manyweather and
Kaden Manyweather.
Kaden Manyweather. And this is Dead Stock Barbershop, and we're
Wait.
signing out. Thank you
Wait,
guys
not
for
yet.
joining me. Where you going? All right, he wants. It's
Sponsored
right here. He said this is sponsored by.
by the Bible.
This is sponsored by the Action Bible. Boy, you crazy. But yeah, man, I will see you guys back on here tomorrow. And you guys have a great night. Thank you, everybody that tuned in, man. Rhonda Love, thank you for joining. King Stroud reacts. Hey, Uncle, I didn't even know you were on here, bro. What's good? David, thank you. Mike, Wavy, everybody, brother Josh, everybody that joined us tonight, man. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody have a wonderful night. If you don't join me tomorrow, that is fine. I understand it's Christmas Eve. So when I get on, I probably won't be on super long. So we spent a couple hours on tonight, and I'm just so appreciative of you guys joining because I know you don't have to. There's a million things that you can be watching in the world, literally. But you're on watching me and my family, and you guys are awesome, man. So everybody have a wonderful night. Merry Christmas if I don't see you tomorrow.
Can I tell them something?
He wants to tell y'all something.
Today, my elf, when I remember when Moses was getting dragged on the horses in the Bible, then my elf was doing like the same thing.
Okay.
In the movie room.
All right, nice. All right, they said Merry Christmas, little dude.
Merry Christmas.
I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And Rusty, I know it's early over there, man, but thank you for joining anyway. So this is Chris from Manyweather. I'm signing out. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Adios. Sponsored by